Okay, guys, so I want to go over this 4 terabyte hard drive that I bought. Now, it actually boots up into something called Core Type R, which has RetroBat, Play Night, and Techno Parrot. Now, for my arcade, I really mainly am going to be playing RetroBat. And the reason why I like RetroBat, again, is because it's a Windows based software and it just makes it easier for me to transfer games from my other computer onto this drive. I can literally just take this external drive out, plug it to my computer. It's easy to transfer them, and then plug it back in. I have added some games to my drive. There were some games I really wanted, and then I've also fixed some of the settings in the emulators. To access the emulators, by the way, you can do it right here. There's a spot in here called RetroBat, and when you click on it, it's going to bring up all the different emulators. So you can do it this way, or you could go to Windows and actually open them from within the folders and then open the emulators and individually fix them there too. And each emulator has different settings and different ways of doing things. If you are unsure with anything, like you want to change the controllers or whatever it is you want to do, I highly recommend just take a photo of the screen you're on or the emulator, send it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can walk you through pretty much anything on how to set your graphics, and if you're having any stuttering in a specific game on a certain system, it'll walk you through how to optimize everything. So for the most part, most of these games work really well. In like Cemu, I had to fix a few things, just optimizing stuff. And then for Wii, which is a Dolphin-based emulator. Let me see if I can find it here. Down here, there were a couple games where I needed to create new controller profiles because the Wii has different. It has the nunchuck. You can hold it upright, sideways. It has the shake motion. So different games, you're going to need to go in here on this emulator, and you're going to need to correct. I'll just show you here. You're going to need to create new controller profiles. So like you would go to right up here where it says controllers, you would click it, and depending on the game or what you're doing, you may need to change some of these. But for me, I go to emulated Wii Remote configure, and I've already created a couple different profiles. So from here, you would basically, whatever you're using, whether that right now I'm using an Xbox controller, but like if I want to use my arcade controls, I would need to go through the process of setting this up. And depending on the game, it can be confusing. So again, I recommend you tell ChatGPT, hey, I'm playing Super Mario Galaxy. How can I set the controls up to work with my arcade? Or how can I set it up with my Xbox controller? And it'll walk you through how to create your controller profile for it. And then once you create the controller profile, you find your game, Donkey Kong Returns. So you go to properties right here, click it, yes, game configuration editor, and you'll notice I have here at the bottom, Wii Remote profile equal DK Xbox. It has the profile for the controller in here. You have to write it in exactly like that. Now, you can name your profile whatever you want, but you basically need to have all this here exact, capital at the beginning, capital there, little space, equal space, and then your profile. And anytime you play this game, it will have your custom controller profile set up. So that's just an example of things that you're going to have to do on certain games that have more buttons or play kind of different than other games. The way my system is set up is I can play both the control deck or my Xbox controller. So for example, like some of the Switch games that I play, I don't have enough buttons for some games. So what did I do? I mapped this instead. So if I'm going to play certain Switch games, I need to turn this on first before I launch the game. Then when it launches, it automatically will set this above everything else. And Windows or Retrobat, I'm not sure who does it, automatically does it for you. It puts this ahead of everything else. So it just makes it super easy. If I turn this off, this goes back to being player 1, that goes back to 2, 3, 4, but right now with this on, this is 1, and then this would be 2, 3, 4, and actually 5. So that's the way my system is set up. It just makes it so I can play all games. This drive has a lot of games, by the way. It's a 4 terabyte drive. Came preloaded from Amazon. I like this one because there's not a lot of duplicates. There were some titles that I wanted that weren't on here, and I just went ahead and added them. You type in ROMs and whatever the game is, and you can find it on websites. Just be careful on some of those sites. And you can download them, and then you can basically just drag and drop them into the folders of the ROMs for whatever the system is. Like there's a GameCube ROMs folder. You can drop it right in. Okay. Some require you to install a folder. It just depends on which emulator you're using. But what's cool about this drive is it has like everything on it. And I like that the switch is already configured on here, which is nice. But you can also make like game collections here. So this is something cool. If you hit start, so I'm gonna hit start, and I go down to game collections right here. And you go down to create new dynamic collection. You'll see it lists a bunch of different ones here. And like I did one for Mortal Kombat. I did one for Zelda. But you can create new collections, and then they appear on your list. Let me scroll down here. Okay, so I did like a Mario collection. I did Mortal Kombat. Let's just go into Mortal Kombat. So in Mortal Kombat, I added actually Mortal Kombat 9 right here, the one that you're seeing. It plays great. It's a PC version. I downloaded it from a website I found, and I added it into the Windows section on here, and it plays great. It's amazing. No issues at all. I've got, Mortal Kombat 1, the arcade version right here. Mortal Kombat 11 for Switch. I wanted Mortal Kombat 11. I found the Switch ROM, and it took a little setting up to get the graphics and everything just right, but it plays great. It works amazing. And I basically have, I needed to add Deception. I added Shaolin Monks, Armageddon. And I think that was it for Mortal Kombat, and it had the rest of them. But when you create these collections, you'll hold down your select button or start button, and you can go to edit filters, and then where it says find game, all I did is I typed in Mortal Kombat, and it found all the Mortal Kombat games, and it put them all into the list. Okay, so that's how you can create your own collections. I did that with Zelda. You can see I've got every Zelda game in here pretty much. I could add some more. I think I got 2 different Breath of the Wilds. We got Majora's Mask, just everything. And so far, everything works great. This did come with Tears of the Kingdom already installed. It came with Breath of the Wild for Switch, and they do play really good. So that's all I wanted to show off today, is just kind of my setup, what I'm doing. If you have any questions, just comment below, and I will try to help you guys.